Are you guys ready for day 101? Let's go!
What's up, guys? I am Michael McInerney, and this is Leo the Hiking Dog. For the last year, we have been planning and preparing for this thru hike of the Appalachian Trail. Thank you for joining our adventure. If you are enjoying the journey, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We would be super thankful.
Good morning. It's day 101. It is 6:45 and we are about to head out and get on trail. It's going to be another beautiful day today. It was such a nice cabin to stay in last night, so relaxing and beautiful. But we're ready to be back on trail, so we're heading that direction. We are back in the woods and heading north. It is a beautiful morning. It's a bit chilly still, 50 degrees right now, but the birds are just singing everywhere. I opened up my Merlin app and just sat there, and there's a list of all of the different birds that are singing right now. There's probably 7 different birds singing this morning. Absolutely gorgeous. If you don't have that app, it's a very, very cool app to sit there and be able to identify all the sounds of the birds that you hear singing in the morning. So, all right, we're gonna try to get 21 something miles today, and trying to get Leo to figure out he's wrapped around a tree right now. Help him out. There we go. All right. I couldn't find a viewpoint or something like that to camp at. We are going into Massachusetts today. I don't know how you say that. Did I say it correctly? Hopefully I said it correctly. But we're leaving Connecticut today and entering Massachusetts. So the camping rules in Massachusetts are not as strict as they are here in Connecticut. So I think we can go back to dispersed camping when we can find cool spots. But I couldn't find anything on the map, so we might be at a shelter tonight, unfortunately. But it is what it is. We got to get our miles in, and that's what we're gonna do. Head north again. And today has started out absolutely gorgeous. This is the pace that I like to hike. You know, I don't like hiking like I did yesterday, trying to get all those miles in before 3 o'clock. It put a little bit of stress on my time, on my body. You know, those would pay off. You know, I got to swim at the waterfall, you know, spend a little time at the cabin, all those kind of things. But I'm hiking at my pace today. I'm not gonna rush it. I don't care if I get to camp at 4 or 6. It doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna take it nice and easy and just hike a normal pace, the pace that my body feels good at. And oh man, it's gonna be a beautiful day. Just gorgeous, absolutely. I mean, the forest is just singing. You know, those fields are absolutely gorgeous. The views are good. We've already had one beautiful view this morning, so man, it's going to be just amazing. Way to close out Connecticut. This is the giant's thumb. Legend has it that in medieval times there was a battle at the top of this mountain and the giant was buried here. No, I'm just kidding. I just made that up. That was hilarious as I was sitting there making up the giant thumb story. Another hiker just walked through. Was hearing me be a goofball. That's okay. I don't care. I think this is our last view of Connecticut before we head into Massachusetts as we go down the hill here. So it's a beautiful one. It is absolutely gorgeous. All right, we're gonna sit over here and have some lunch. Just got done with lunch. Just wanted to give you guys one more shot of that view before I leave. This view is named Lion's Head. It is the last named view before you leave Connecticut into Massachusetts. There is some ledges, so there might be some views from there. And we still got to cross over Bear Mountain. But so that's the last big named view of Connecticut. And it's absolutely beautiful. But now it's time to move on. We have made it to our last peak of Connecticut. This is Bear Mountain Summit. And false advertising. Still no bears. Maybe we'll see one on the way down. Alright. Get these last few miles of Connecticut done and behind us. Alright, well I was incorrect about that being the summit of Bear Mountain, because now we are standing on the summit of Bear Mountain. There's a lot of people up here. I'm going to show you the view. Alright, that was beautiful. Now it's time to climb down and head to Massachusetts. Alright, we just scaled down this little wall here. call it Little Wall, but it's a big, giant downhill. Let me give you a little perspective. All right, so I'm at the bottom of it, and you see those guys are up there trying to figure out their way down right now. So you can see how steep this is, because it is super, super high up there. We pretty much reached the bottom of it, and it's starting to smooth out a little bit, but that was the climb down from Bear Mountain. I got 1 foot in Connecticut and 1 in Massachusetts. Look at there, we're on the state line right now. I'm directly down the middle. Boom. All right, here we go. On to another state, 1 more down. Thank you, Connecticut. You were beautiful. I enjoyed your waterfall, and I enjoyed a lot of the views that you gave me. And now it's time to move on to the next state. All right, we are officially in Massachusetts. I get excited when I get to a new state. It's like I just know that it's going to be different. It's going to be new. It's going to be fresh. You know what I mean? So yeah, I got a little bit of a pep in my step now. We're done with Connecticut and we're into Massachusetts, and I think Vermont is next. So these states aren't very big as far as the trail goes. We were only in Connecticut for a few days. I think we're only going to be here for a few days, and then I don't remember how long Vermont is, but we are getting close to the last 2 maps that I have on the far out for the Appalachian Trail. So right now we're on the 3rd to the last map, and there's only 2 more maps to download. So, and we get to download the next one in Great Barrington, which isn't that far away. This map ends very, very soon. So, all right, we're gonna get these miles in. I need to see how far we're going into Massachusetts today. There may be an opportunity to swim at the end of the day if we can get to the pond before the end of the day. And if I can take that opportunity, you know I will. But all right, we're gonna get these miles in. The first thing that you drop into when you get into here, into Massachusetts, when you're going north, is this Sages Ravine, and it's absolutely beautiful. If my mileage lined up, I would love to have camped here. This stream that's right next to me is just like full of big water pocket holes that I could go swimming in. Not swimming, but at least I could sit in. But there's some big holes, like, look, there's one right here. Let me show you guys. Look at that, right down there. Tell me that's not a big old swimming hole right there. That's gotta be, but I could swim in that for sure, 100%. That is definitely deep enough to go swimming in. Man. I wish I was staying here tonight, but we gotta get more miles in. We're only at 14 on the day. I would love to stop here, love to stop here. But we gotta get these. Like I said, we gotta get it somewhere around 20. We stopped at 19 yesterday for the waterfall, so I want to at least get my 20 today. So there is a pond that I can have a possibility of swimming in at the end of the day, and then I can start to look for a campsite from there. There's no, as far as I know, there's no rules on dispersed camping in Massachusetts. That was only a Connecticut thing. So now if I find somewhere I want to camp, I can just camp there. So we'll see how it goes. I marked off on my map the shelter at 21 something miles, but I don't necessarily want to stay at the shelter. So, so we'll see how it goes. But again, it's just a beautiful stroll. Right next to the stream the whole time. Just strolling right here. Gorgeous. Man, this ravine is magical. God, it's beautiful. I can't stop, wanting to stop and film again. It's just amazing. It's like little waterfall after little waterfall with big swimming holes. So there's another one right behind me. So there's another one right ahead of me. God, this place is magical. I'm gonna have to try to make it back here one day just to camp. Forget about hiking, just hang out. I can hang out in here for a couple days. It's beautiful. All right, we're gonna keep on pushing. All right, guys, we got our first Massachusetts view. It's not a big, giant open view. It's a little peek through the trees right here, but I think it's gonna be nice. All right, that's more like it. Welcome to Massachusetts. Beautiful, beautiful view. We are standing at the pinnacle of Mount Race. A little bit of trees, but you get the gist of how beautiful it is up here. Gorgeous. Time to climb down. We are almost to the summit of Mount Everett. Not to be confused with Mount Everest. This is our third summit in a row. We went Bear Mountain, Mount Race, and now Mount Everett. All of them very challenging climbs. All of them completely exhausting. And this one happens to be at the last part of the day. And literally the last mile and a half. It is kicking my butt. I'll tell you what. But it's been a while since we've been challenged like this. And this is challenging. I have sweat through my shirt completely. And if they had to put some stairs on that mountain, I don't know if, I mean, not stairs, but they like screwed in these wooden blocks, these big old giant 6x6 blocks to help you climb it. Thank goodness for that. Otherwise, I'd still be on the side of that thing, trying to get up it. All right, we're almost to the top. I'll show you when we get there. Alright guys, that is 3 summits in one day. I'm exhausted. So Bear Mountain, Mount Race, and now Mount Everett, which wants to be Mount Everest after you climb the other 2. So we've got to get down to this lake because I want to try to get in the water before we hit camp. So we're going to do that next. There's the pond, and there's some people over there on the rocks. So we have to figure out how to get over there. So we got to go back to the trail and go up and around. Alright guys, we made it to the lake. Now it's time to get in the water. Oh, that felt really good to end the day. So the shelter's just around the corner. We're gonna head there now and find us a tent spot. All right, guys, this is gonna wrap it up for the day. We got 20 miles in today, and I got to go swimming, so that's always a good day. And we made it here to the shelter campground. There is a lot of people here. I guess a lot of people in Massachusetts like to camp on the weekends. It is a Saturday, so there's a lot of people out, but met a lot of really cool people around the table. So we're gonna call it a night. We'll see you guys tomorrow.